Hello. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm coming to you from the new house, if it isn't obvious. Gonna do a little bit of a Reno update. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. You're currently sat on a bed of wasps. We definitely had a wasp. I think we had a couple of nests actually. Got a guy to come over, sort them out. Got my mic on just in case, because I'm a professional blogger now, just in case we do this. We've got pizza on the way. It'll be the first pizza we've had in the new house. So I've got approximately like 15 minutes to do this, but I don't know how interested you are in the renovation stuff. I completely get it if you're 0% interested, because I too wasn't interested until we did our own. There's music going on next door, by the way. Sorry, I thought it was a builder's radio. It's actually not. So it might be a little bit of background music. We are currently in, let's see how quick I can do this update. We're currently in the twin room upstairs. I thought I would start from the top down. It's warm. We're going to get moving. It's 32 degrees today, and we've just gone out on a walk. So I am a little bit sweaty, but we're in the twin room now. Single bed, single bed. Let me show you. We've got tongue and groove on the walls up here as well. That's all to be painted. And then really excitingly, we've got new windows. We've got 31 new windows going in approximately 2.5 weeks. We are so excited. If you saw my reel the other day, I was saying like the whole project almost feels like on hold until we get the new windows in, and then it will just be this hockey stick thing that happens. That's just all sweat actually. And we will suddenly have loads of progress. So let me show you the twin room first. That was a long intro, sorry about that. Just really excited. Single bed going in here. And then we created this niche here so that you can put like books, a lamp. We're gonna have charger cables here as well, just so when you're a guest, you can come like properly set up shop. Got some paint samples on the wall there. And then a little light up here. There'll be a cute little sconce on the wall. I feel like that's an American word, but I really like it. So single bed there, and then a rail here so that guests can come and put all their stuff up. And then obviously that's, oh my God, oh, be careful. This is the single bed there, again with the same niches here. This was really like, we built what we'd want in our dream room. Let me know if you're in a couple and you'd like to sleep in a twin room, because that's kind of our dream. Then we were going to have another rail here, but I was like, look, as a guest, where are you supposed to maybe do some last minute like laptop admin on a Friday? Where are you supposed to do your makeup? So we set up this little bench here. Again, there'll be, I'm going to call it an output socket there, and a nice little stool and stuff. So this should be a really cute room. I'm up on the landing here, but I'm hyper aware of wasps. I had my first wasp sting. It's still there, and that is huge. What the heck? Can you see that red patch and my fake tanned elbow? That wasp sting was done on Sunday, and it's now Friday, and I'm hyper aware of my wasps. It's my first wasp sting in 33 years of my life. I've done such a good job at avoiding them, but one came from behind me. I didn't even know it was there. Suddenly there was just this hot sting, and I had a really strong reaction to it. I'm the same with mosquitoes, but I can see a wasp over there. Honestly, I need to ask the builders if we still have a wasp nest, because there's just so many dead wasps around. Anyway, here is guest services. So you might see me say on Instagram before that we are gonna put kettle, biscuits, robes, slippers, everything here, like a full stocked bar. And then come through here, we have tiles. So exciting. Sorry, this is my walking attire. And look, we have like a little tiling situation here. That shower tiling has gone in. This is really exciting. We're gonna go T&G again on the walls here. And we have a toilet here. And then if you go through here, this will be like the main guest room. Big super king bed at the end, custom headboard like along the back, and then makeup area, a little bench and a little rail as well. Not much to see in here, just, I think this is what they use to wet cut the marble, but I'm not 100% sure. A bit more storage down there as well. Sorry, it is really, really loud up here, isn't it? Again, T&G, absolutely love it. We'll need a second layer of paint. Some rooms have a layer of paint already, but because the windows are going in, they have to only do half decorating in case they mess it up. there's the wasp. Let's be quick. Let's be quick. Okay, down a floor. This is the Jack and Jill guest bathroom. We actually did floor to ceiling tiles, and I'm so glad we did because I think they look so classy. A lot of you messaged me on Instagram when you saw these asking where they're from or what they are. Guys, I don't have a clue. Like, we have been specifically hands off. So we walk into a room now and we're like, oh, it's blue. Speaking of, I will show you the blue room. Let me know your honest thoughts on it. We are not 100% sure, but we're just trusting in the process at the moment. This is the main guest room. Really lovely bay window. Again, new windows to come, fireplace, entrance to the bathroom there. But this is such a big guest room that we're actually kind of splitting it in two. So from this wall across, we're gonna put like a mini wall in there, a half wall, and then there'll almost be like a bed kind of in the middle of the room, but that way we can create space and shape for joinery. So that's what's happening in there. And just look, like, I can't believe we're actually doing a reno on a house. We're doing one of those things that people always talk about, but yeah, it's really exciting. In here is so I have 2 dressing rooms. It kind of occurred to me that that was the case like 2 days ago. But here is the windowless dressing room. It will have, not studio lights, I can't remember what they're called. They're kind of like spots. But we have de-scoped the joinery because of budget. Guys, budget is not even a word in our vocabulary anymore. We are so far past the budget, we can't even see the budget anymore. So we're going to put IKEA packs in here, which, do you know what, I am not mad about at all. I think joinery is astronomical. I can't see the value in it in this room. I can in the other dressing room, but I wasn't willing to put, you know what these joinery quotes are like, but it was too much to bet on that I would be totally happy with the layout that I've never had before. Like, it's too much guesswork for too much money. So if we decide at another time to put in custom, then we could do that. But for now, I am so happy with packs, and I designed it the other day. It costs like 800 quid, and it is a long row of a lot of storage. And I was getting so excited because I actually think I'm gonna have like triple, quadruple the amount of storage I have at the moment, which is really great. We're in the ensuite at the moment. You can't really see it that well, can you? So, shower here. I've put a ledge in here. We've got a niche there, shower screen across. We will have a big vanity there and a bath over there and a loo. We've just put up a little stud wall actually here so that the toilet's around there so that you can't always see the person that's on the bog. And then this is my second dressing room. Okay, so custom joinery here and here. We will have, I want to call it a hymen hinge, but I think it's Harmon. It's difficult for me to explain, but so much thought has gone into this room because it's going to be like where I take my pictures, my videos, and show my outfits and stuff. And it's south-facing, so it just makes the most sense. But then obviously we had to do the cut through here with hymen hinges to the master bedroom. I get a little bit excited and out of breath when I do these walkthroughs. We've had to move the door. It was there. We've had to move it across to make space for all the joinery on the back here. Take a shot every time I say custom joinery. It's just exciting, isn't it? Like, you can do what you want with it. Not that I didn't love packs. Okay, this is interesting. So we've got some structural work going on here. This is in prep for the windows going in, but essentially the bay windows were not supported enough, so we are having to put some, I'm going to say steels in, steels, beams maybe, and this roof's been painted. We need to do another layer, but it's feeling bright and fresh. And one of the new things that is fresh today is the stairs. So we started off with something, I mean, this is even looking quite light, but it's very like dark and varnishy, very like syrupy. And we've stripped it back to this, which I'm really loving. We obviously haven't done this bit yet, but it's going to be something like this. And then we'll have a carpet all up the floor. And then I think we're doing carpet on the landing as well, but I honestly can't remember. Huge window. That's going to be replaced in a couple of weeks. I think we're keeping all the sills as well. I'm just going to get into a position where I can show you the window properly. I just think it's so stunning. It's my favorite window in the house. It's so beautiful. And when I asked the design team what we're going to do here, they were like, nothing. And I was like, strong agree, actually. I think the window doesn't need stuff. They had like chairs here before and some plants, but I just think nothing is required. I feel so dirty when I'm here. Clever what they've done with the ladder as well. Let me know if you like this. I like it. Like I'm obviously invested in all the ways, but if you like seeing this kind of content, because I can continue doing it on my YouTube. I did an IG reel the other day, actually. You should watch that, of like all the little changes and just the way I'm feeling at the moment. Okay, let's go down into the hallway. I'll show you from here, actually. We've started priming some of the paneling, so that's being primed. We did remove some paneling here that was just really too decorative for us, and mirrors going there on top. And then we're doing like a little seat in the back here, which we really hope a dog will nap on there one day. More paneling here, and then into the lounge. I do think the lounge is my favorite room in the house. The windows are stunning and it's just so bright. We are doing underfloor heating because it actually costs the same as putting in new radiators for us. So we thought we would save on the space and just make it as like warm as possible. When we lifted up the floorboards, we saw that the foundations, you'll see here, the foundations are just, there was too much space, which meant that every time you turn the underfloor heating on, it actually wouldn't be that efficient. So we've had to put insulation in the floorboards in order for it to be effective underfloor heating, UFH. And then here's my little office as well. I cannot wait. I can't believe I got another working room in the house. It's so cheeky. Again, steel's going in here. This bay window will come out and new one put in. My desk will be here. Nothing's been done to the downstairs WC yet. We're still using that instead of getting a site loo, just because it's fine for the moment. Utility is on my right, but I don't really show you that because there's been like literally 0 updates and it's so dark in there. You cannot see a thing. And that's it. Then we're back in the kitchen now. Is that a wasp? I think so. But this is, again, such a nice, bright room. I do think we'll have to do the kitchen again at some point. Let me know if you have any kitchen company recommendations, actually. I don't think we have the money at the moment, but maybe one day. It's just a fly going absolutely berserk. Right, I'm going to wrap the updates here, but I'll see you probably when I'm back in London. We're going to sit outside now and enjoy our pizza. Hope you enjoyed the updates. Let me know what you think of the Reno so far. Not that there is much. I feel like it's going to get more exciting in the next few weeks. We are also 8 weeks away from completion, like project completion. Yeah, 8 weeks. Just 8 weeks. Come on. You would have just seen me prepare my Emily English banana bread breakfast loaf. Looking like a piece of artwork. I put like a little video on Instagram last night, just on my stories, and I got so many messages being like, where's it from? TikTok, banana bread, Em the Nutritionist, and it will come up for you. I also have her book as well though, paying reader. It's a healthy banana bread as well. I would personally put dark chocolate chips in it next time, but I have had this one many times before, and it's healthy because it's oats, olive oil, walnuts. I do a mixed seed, but she recommends sunflower seeds, but Waitrose do this like little mixed seed packet of which there are sunflower seeds in there, so I just add that. Greek yogurt, peanut butter, blueberries, and a few frozen blueberries and a few other things. I actually had last night, so you know I've got this like fruit phobia. Genuinely makes me gag. Would rather like if I was an I'm a Celebrity doing
the bush tucker trial, like if they put some kind of citrus thing in front of me, like a tangerine would probably be like my worst thing ever to eat. I'd rather a beetle. I've had beetle bite in Thailand and stuff. I'd way prefer that. So yes, this is my breakfast. These are my PJs. I'm like, what am I going to talk to them about today? And I was like, honestly, there's loads of life minutia, and I think you don't need to come up with these like big extravagant plans. I've done one of my eyebrows and then I got distracted, but I think that's quite good anyway, because if you've seen my Instagram reel recently, I showed you how I laminate and tint my brows at home. Really like that reel. And this is 10 days later and the lamination's still there. And this one I haven't done, so you can see like not very thick, not much structure. So much better. So that's on my Instagram as well. Just a little bit of cross-pollinating my audience there. So yeah, I'm gonna eat my breakfast and then I'll catch up with you. But I just want to say as well, these PJs, like all these little life, like I think I don't have stuff to talk about. I do, little things. I've also got a new in Abercrombie order that I'm gonna show you as well. And then, yeah, so these are Chelsea Piers. I'll link them below. They are like unbelievable. Like, why are you buying a full set of PJs in the middle of summer when you also already have a pink, a blue and a red pair next door? And it's because these Chelsea Piers modal PJs are just the best. I actually got them in a size 20. I sized up just because PJs are oversized, but I could have got them in an 18, but really loving the 20. But it's just the grey, they're so Skims-ish. These wash so well. When I tell you my 4 pairs next door that I've had since Christmas 22, I think I discovered them, and they have the white piping on everything. But when it's like a dark navy with the white piping, I'm like, I don't think you're going to wash that well. I think you're going to bleed. It hasn't bled one bit. The fabric's actually stayed the same ever since I got it. And do you know, the thing that annoys me most about high street at the moment is I feel like you buy something, it is one way, and then you wash it and it's a completely different garment to the one that you got. Smaller, not the quality, doesn't look the same. These stay exactly the same as when you bought them. And I really respect Chelsea Piers for creating PJs like that. Not an ad, wish it was, but I'll be wearing, I'm sweating right now, I don't care, I'm so comfy. They're stretchy, they're great, they're long. If you are a tall person, if you're a curvy person and you just can't find PJs that fit you, don't say PJs, that's really icky, pajamas, these are so good. I will link them below. Like, they are one of my things that I wear all the time but never talk about, just because they are part of my life. And now we've got a 4-minute segment on winter pajamas, but honestly, you could buy them now. I wear them around the house when it's the heat wave. They're really good. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my breakfast and catch up with you in a sec. And sorry, because it's not the nicest looking background. We are, what's the date today? 7 weeks away from project completion, which means I will be filming in a whole new space very soon, and I can't wait. So you see, I'm brushing up. This is definitely my worst eyebrow as well. Like, it's less thick, less defined, not as good as to work on, but just by brushing it up, they stay up, and that's what the lamination does. And then I just think this is a great pen, like the best eyebrow pen. I can already feel that this is going to be like a QVC style vlog, which I love, to be honest. Like, I know the products, I really do. And if you think about being like an influencer, I would be like an influencer in my everyday life, even if this was not part of the job, because I love recommending great products, especially ones that are affordable. So this is the NYX Lift and Snatch. I get this in ash brown, and this does that thing of creating the individual brows. And honestly, I don't know if you can see that from where you are. That has just given me a whole bottom brow there. So quick and easy, stays, is the perfect colour if you are the same hair colour as me, ash brown, and is just a way of creating fuller, thicker brows without them looking blocky. Because the thing about when you do fill in your brows is people kind of can make them too blocky, and actually it just needs the odd, ooh, that was quite a heavy one. It's gone a bit heavy at the front there, you see. That's actually still good though. But yeah, I get mine from Boots or Superdrug, and look at that now. And you can't tell that it's been drawn on, I don't feel. Then I'm gonna put this gel on it. I saw someone on Instagram speaking about how amazing it was, and she just did a really good job of selling it. And I was like, oh, I feel like I recently got one of these in a little Space NK bag. And yeah, it is amazing. Rare Beauty, what do they call it? Flexible lifting gel. It's not flexible. Not once it sets anyway. It looks like a gel and then it really just dries down, but it works very well for that like laminated look. So if you have a lamination already, partners really well just to keep the brows there. And with all these type of products, the pajamas, the brow stuff, even my lamination kit, I can link that below for you. All links will be down below in the description. So underneath the video, there'll be like a little text thing that says see more. If you click on that, then it folds out and you get all the links there, and all sizes as well for any clothes that I show you or shades of makeup that I use. Try and match my makeup to the vibe. I mean, this is like probably my go-to look. Just, it's plain, it's simple, it's a tiny bit polished, a tiny bit more defined, but otherwise really natural. Then I go and brush my teeth and then I'll do my lip combo afterwards. It's just smarter that way. I haven't actually powdered. I'll see how we go. And because I'm going to shoot Abercrombie stuff now, I feel like this is their look. And that's what I try and go for. Where did I go the other day? Oh, I went to the Uniqlo press showroom and I wore Uniqlo and they were like, you're wearing Uniqlo? And I was like, yeah, obviously. Like, you have to like fully represent the brand when you're around the brand, I feel. So anyway, long way of saying this is my Abercrombie look. I haven't done my hair yet. I really do like doing like my makeup, letting it set in, letting it warm on the skin. I just think it looks different half an hour afterwards. And then I, brush my teeth, shoot, hair, etc. See you in a sec. And that is a wrap. It is well past my lunchtime. I wanted to make something really simple. By the way, I just filmed like how to style shorts when you're 5'10" and size 18, which was not on my bingo card because I don't really like wearing shorts. Like, I have some, but I just think if you don't really like them, just don't bother. But I kind of did one outfit, then I was like, really digging this. Then I did a second, and then a third, and then a fourth. So I've put that together as a little reel. Well, I'm gonna edit it, but this is one of the outfits. So these are Bermuda shorts from Abercrombie. So they're longer, really loose, belt, Suzanne vest, H&M linen, which by the way, if you don't know, is just amazing. And then I've got Misma necklace and this Monica Vinader cuff. You've probably seen me wear it before, but I just wear it all the damn time. I think I'm a cuff girl and not like a bracelet girl. It's got 2 diamonds here and then just like a simple gold band. But I really like it. I wear it all the time. It's only like 23 degrees today, but the flat is set up such that it is just so hot. I feel sticky and nasty. And so I shot an ad and then I shot my organic shorts reel. Organic means you're not getting paid to do it. That's how I use the word organic anyway. But from one organic piece of content to another, it's probably like 2 p.m, maybe even later. I'm gonna do the Claudia Winkleman omelette. She specifically asked for Bertha Browns. And then it's like cheddar. I think she said mild, but I love a really mature, stings my gums kind of cheddar, white onion. And then I'm gonna have that on a piece of Jason's sourdough. Do we all love Jason's sourdough? Do we? Have that, and then I've got like a little yogurt thing. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Last night, did I even finish my fruit phobia story? I didn't, did I? I didn't. It is simply that I don't like fruit, but because I have frozen blueberries like every single time I speak to you,
I am getting into berries a little bit, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is like the best fruit to have. So last night, and because we went to Wimbledon 2 weeks ago now, I was given like a box of the strawberries and the cream, and it's such a Wimbledon thing that I didn't want to say no, and like it looked nice in the pictures and stuff, shallow. So I tried them and just kept on eating them, and I was like, this is actually quite nice. So last night we went to Waitrose. What is this middle class bingo, Waitrose, Wimbledon, etc. But strawberries and cream. I picked up some strawberries, chopped them up really small, washed them really well. Do you know what I mean when you have like a bit of an ick towards a food? They have to be like really clean and like nothing can put you off. So I got them into a state where nothing could put me off them. Had it with some cream and just a little sprinkle of some white sugar. And I went back in for seconds. I really enjoyed it. It was like fruity cereal, I guess. Anyway, I was proud of myself for eating strawberries. I honestly, fruit makes my skin crawl. It makes me gag, makes me retch. So to be going back in for seconds of strawberries is a big thing, and it felt British. Anyway, should we crack on with lunch? Omelette. I think she was talking about it in an interview once, that's why I call it that. I'm really liking the linen, the monochrome, very light. But thinking about Claudia, I was like, oh, that just reminds me of it being autumn, winter, maybe winter. And because I think they're all in knits, but I think about watching it in the dark when I'm cold. It's very spooky. And I just can't wait for summer to be over. I think it's rubbish. I got my hair coloured 10 days ago. We went blonder. One of my tricks for not having a ton of maintenance or spending a ton of money but looking blonder is these money pieces. This might sound obvious if you've heard of it before. This might change your hair colour game if you haven't. But you see I've got these really light pieces at the front, so when you're head on, it looks bright here, but you can't necessarily tell that it's darker. And we just keep these money pieces going. My parting is really appalling today. I've been kind of playing with my hair as I film, but sort of 1.5 million followers now. No one noticed. That's all right. But you see, it's like it's bright. We also took some blonder bits up here because I had my money pieces before were looking a little bit separate, a little bit grown out. I think if you'd watched my farmhouse vlog, I was like this much grown out, which is a nice segue into 5 empties, all hair care based. My current shampoo and conditioner at the moment is Reno apple cider vinegar, obviously, but also because I have recently coloured hair, and my hair colourist said that he has clients who sometimes their colour washes out. And I was like, that has never happened before in my life. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, my colour does not fade. I use L'Oreal Pro colour. It's called something like Vitamino Spectrum. I think it's in like a dark red bottle. Anyway, those are the 2 ones I'm using at the moment, but I do have some other hair empties I thought I would take you through. Hair by Sam McKnight, the modern hairspray. This is empty. Almost hit myself there. There's a tiny little bit left. It's a multitask heat protection styling mist. I actually didn't know that until I just read it. But I just used it as a hairspray, a really fine mist, beautiful packaging, sold in Space NK. Sam McKnight's kind of cool, and I really liked it. I also want to try his, I think it's called like Cool Girl hairspray or something, like for when I do my textured looks. I think I really like that, but considering this is the first time I've ever used, so pretty, isn't it? A Sam McKnight product. I really liked it. I particularly liked the fine mistness. It wasn't crunchy. It kept to style. It smelled really nice. It looks beautiful. Number 1. Number 2, let's do this one. Archive works with these guys.
It's the Movement Dry Texturizing Spray. Again, a cool girl tussled look. They are so affordable, but so effective. I did an ad with them with their mousse, and it was like a joke how voluminous you can get your hair. So I have the mousse version of this that's still going. The dry texturizing spray, if you want that like messy, undone, cool girl kind of hair look. Again, smells really nice, but just performs exceptionally well considering the price point, and that's what a valuable product is to me, where the quality is high but the price isn't necessarily. So Archive's really good, again, created from a salon. And then the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo, potentially my favorite dry shampoo. This one has like a reputation with other creators for actually making your hair feel clean, not just like there's a layer of powder over it. It's got loads of followers who love it and love their products, but this product in particular is the one I'm not speaking very well right now. This is like the product in their range that is, I feel, the most popular. So yeah, actually cleans hair, softens and shines, doesn't feel powdery, doesn't feel heavy, is like the cleanest feeling without putting tons of product on your hair. Number 4. The Necessaire, the shampoo. Maybe I'm a sucker for packaging, but I love the Necessaire packaging. It's almost like this rubberized kind of plastic. I love their ethos of not using a ton of ingredients, only what is necessaire. See? And this is the Balance Cleanse. There is a girl on TikTok, a woman, should I say. I think her name's Laura, and she's a beauty editor. And she was raving about how cleansing this is, and it really does give your hair like the cleanest, squeaky clean, thoroughly cleansed but not stripped feeling. And did it even have a scent? I don't know if it did. Not really, like very mild soapy smell. But yeah, great packaging, and you can see it's just like a little twist like that, and then you go like this. But I have a very big decision to make, and that is, what toiletries do we use in our new guest rooms, aka the guest experience, which probably takes up about like 90% of my brain. I'm not really sure why. Like psychologically, I don't know why I'm thinking about it too much. I'm definitely over-indexing on the guest experience. But I said to ChatGPT, I was like, what does Soho House do to make it such a great guest experience? And ultimately it's like predicting your guests' needs before they even know what they need. Like, I think that's a lovely thing. So anyway, very roundabout way of saying, should we use Necessaire in our guest experience? I also think it's great because like one of my friends especially, she's allergic to pretty much everything. So if I gave her a fragrance-free stuff that also looks nice, hopefully she won't react. I don't know. And then number 5, which is a little bit of a cop-out, but I have to have 5 products and I wanted them all to be hair. It's the smallest, but potentially the mightiest. It's the brow glue. It's called the brow glue from NYX Cosmetics. I am working with NYX. This isn't any kind of ad thing, but I'm working with NYX at the moment for the first time ever. And they are the epitome of low price, high value, high quality, like products that really perform. And I would go as far to say that this is my favorite brow glue I've ever used because, and who got me onto this? Michaela from TikTok, you know, like the Michaela, the makeup guru. But she uses this, it properly sticks down your brows. Even if mine don't have a fresh lamination, I'll use this, they are fixed. It's also tiny. Like, it's so tiny, that's my finger for comparison, which means you can pack them in your case. I now have 2 or 3, so I've got this empty one, and then I'll have another one in my travel one, and then I have a third one in my makeup drawers, just because I like it so much. I don't want to be like switching it around, and because it's like £8 or something, you can just afford to buy doubles, trebles. So I've got this. So I feel like that's hair category, but it's just great, 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 great for the brows. So those are my 5. I will put them down below for you. It is 4 o'clock, 4:30, which always naturally feels like the end of my day, even though it's not.
haven't even started editing yet. The skin is looking kind of moisturised. I don't have anything on it. These vests, by the way, are from Suzanne. I'll link them below. I was like, how much can you love a vest? Really? You know, yada yada. I really like them because you might have seen when I was wearing my white linen shirt, but anything, and I often do this with vests, I'll wear something over like a jacket, like a shirt, it covers here. So it just almost looks like you have a tank top on underneath. And the neckline is very flattering. So I'm gonna take off my makeup. It's been a nice makeup today. Super shiny, super oily, but I actually really like it. Could have powdered it down if I want. Plus I've got a bright light that will just make me look oilier than I actually am. Wrist guard on. I feel like I could do a whole segment on how much I love these. They are microfiber towels. They are specifically from Superdrug. You might have seen me buy them if you actually watch my vlogs. Really sorry if you watch my vlogs because they're so bad. But yeah, Natalie, I talk about her so much actually. Natalie O'Neill, the skincare lady, she got me onto them, and they take off your makeup. You don't need to scrub like this with my Dr. Sam's cleanser. Just dream duo. And I even take these away if I'm going for like one night away because I can't live without them. Also, before I use the cleanser actually, Dr. Sam sent this. All these minis. So when I do have my nights away now, I can take this, it's like mini cleanser, mini brightly serum. So this is almost like a Skin and Me AM doser. That's what I use in the morning. Nightly serum, which I don't use because this has a retinol in it, and I haven't used retinol for the 2 years that I've been trying to get pregnant, which I miss. And one day retinol will be back in my life. The Flawless Moisturiser, this is this the thicker one? No, it's the day one. It's the day one. Okay, I'll be using that as well. And then this is like a little daily sunscreen as well, which I don't think I've tried this one because I've only tried Gossamer from Dr. Sam's. Anyway, big Dr. Sam's fan. Not a sponsor, not a sponsor. Let's take this off. One of the things I asked Dr. Sam about when I met her in person, because I actually go to her clinic, fully paying customer, etc. I was like, do I need to, what about like taking off mascara and stuff? Like surely I need a makeup remover. And she was like, nope, this cleanser will get it all off. But it's not like a horror, it's not, there's no fragrance, it's not stingy, like it's just a great cleanser. And I know that there are so many skincare people out there that feel the same way that I do. Potentially my favourite product from Dr. Sam's is this cleanser, and I feel like it's always on their best sellers as well. And she says just a minute of this, and then I'll wipe it off with my damp little cloth that I just showed you. Minute of working it in, and look. That's pretty much just got off all my makeup. Look, just that cleanser and the cloth, and my eye makeup is gone. And I had really stubborn liner, eyeshadow and mascara. It doesn't sting or anything, make my skin feel dry. It's just such a good cleanser. Something else I love about Dr. Sam's, really not an ad, although it feels like it now. So I've got one of these for the shower and one of these for my skincare cabinet, because if I'm in the shower, I obviously just want it there, and if I'm by my skincare cabinet, I don't have to go into the shower to get my cleanser. Love it that much. I've got 2 bottles. And then you have these refills, so you're not like getting massive plastic bottles every single time you want a new one. So I've gone through at least 3 of these and then 2 of these already. It's probably been like my #1 cleanser for a year now. Because it's 4:30, I'm not going to do like my full nighttime skincare routine with my Skin and Me yet. I'll do that before I go to bed. But for now, I'm just going to do 2 pumps of Flawless Moisturiser. This is a cleanser that is just like all of Dr. Sam's products. They're just not fussy. They're like
the most standard that they could possibly be. There's no fragrance, it doesn't feel greasy. They're just like miraculous in how basic that they are. And my skin looks so, it does look so glowy. It looks a bit red now, but that's just the camera. But yeah, they're just like uncomplicated skincare that works. So big fan, big fan. Now I'm gonna sit at my desk and do some editing, which I'm really looking forward to. I hope my shorts content does well. Yeah, I can edit that now with a cup of tea and ready for some actives tonight. Can you hear that? You might be able to in the distance, it will come back around. It's a chopper. It's those things that I'm not gonna miss when we are fully in the new house. Here it comes. It's just the noise, it's the people, it's the busyness, all the things that I used to come to London to look for, a vibe, if you will. Not interested, cut me out. I just want to be by myself in peace and quiet. I can't wait. But you know when you have something that's like coming up in your life, you are then in a period of waiting and you almost wish the days and the weeks away. I feel like I'm a little bit like that. I need to snap out of it and enjoy kind of what London life has to offer whilst we are spending time here a lot, because once the project is complete, I'll definitely be spending less time in London. And I can't wait. People are like, how do you feel about moving out? And I'm like, it's what I need, it's what I want. Has anyone else done the move from a city to outside of a city? How do you feel about it? Were you craving it? Did you know it was the right thing? Did anything surprise you about moving out that is actually a downside? Because that's the thing I'm thinking about that will help me get through. So it's like, well, whilst you are spending most of your time in London, like what can you do that you won't be able to do there? I think restaurants is like a big one for me, and like Deliveroo and stuff. But Deliveroo is like, you have that at home. So I don't know, but I think, yeah, one of my predictions is that you'll have to be a bit more self-sufficient at home. So you will have to have food in all the time. You can't just like pop out to your local store kind of thing. So I don't know. That's one of the things. Convenience, I guess. We won't have as much convenience because we are like in the heart of London here. And it just makes me a bit of like a miso person, like a bit neg, short-tempered, all that kind of stuff. We went for a walk by the new house Friday and it was just blissful. We saw like 3 people in like an hour and it was just really lovely, really enjoyed it. So I just need a little bit more of that in my life, I think. A bit of a break, a bit of a pause, some quiet. So cheers to that. I'm gonna be so excited to vlog. Like I say, project due for completion mid-Sept, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. That should fly by. Until then, I'm gonna clock off this vlog. Has it been a weird one? I don't know. I never know how long that they feel like they have been. I've got my tea. I'm gonna sit down here and do my editing, and I will see you in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.